Climate risks are fundamental to our business and to our clients. We've done an estimate, and we think that probably 20% of our business is related to climate risks in some fashion or other. Willis Towers Watson has been one of the leaders in this area. We worked on the multi-sovereign risk pools. So we're the broker for the Caribbean Hurricane Relief Fund, the African Drought Relief. We're looking at something for volcano exposure in the Pacific, et cetera. We've worked on all of those. We've also been involved with the Insurance Development Forum, which is a way of bringing insurance to underinsured populations around the world, and including especially for climate risks. And so we see this as a very important part. We were active in some of the ideas that led to the task force on climate-related financial disclosures, and we'll be working with the World Economic Forum on a plan for outlining resilience coming forward. Inclusion and diversity is something that we take extraordinarily seriously here. I report to the board on it at least a couple of times a year as to what we're doing. And one of the important things about this is that I say to people, inclusion and diversity is not something that we're doing because we think it's a nice thing to do or it's a good thing to do. It is, but the reason we're doing it is because it's fundamental to our business success. We first called our thing diversity and inclusion. And I was thinking about that one day, and I was talking to some people, and I was saying, it's too bad. We really should name it inclusion and diversity. And the reason is that you build an inclusive environment first. You build an environment where everybody feels that they're welcome and that they're part of it. And then that's what leads to diversity. And, well, one of the things I like about my job, it turned out a couple of days later they renamed the program to Inclusion and Diversity. But I think that reflects a couple things. So one, we treat inclusion and diversity as mission critical. It is not a program that HR runs that the businesses comply with. It's a program that is embedded in the businesses and that HR helps them run efficiently. That fundamental mindset probably did more than anything else to improve our overall inclusion and diversity. We see insurtech as having fundamental changes to the business. I think at a minimum, and this is a very high minimum, they're going to make the business significantly more efficient. But there's also the chance that they can change the business model itself. In some ways, it's a fair statement to say that Willis Towers Watson runs the largest insurtech in the world. Our insurance consulting and technology operation has been around for many, many years. It's the world's largest consulting operation to actuarial consulting operation to insurance companies in the world, and by a large margin. And it's mostly a software business at this point. So we're running that insurtech already ourselves. We see disruption, though, as something that nobody can predict when disruptions are going to occur necessarily. And so what you need to do is to be an organization that is closely tied to what your clients' needs are, is listening to them, and you need to have the flexibility and agility to adapt to any changes that are coming along. I love the way Towers Watson is positioned there.